The horizon bleeds rust. Your visor frosts. Earth is not in the sky. What if your next breath had to be engineered from alien air? 50 million kilometers from help, you stand on Mars, one heartbeat from silence, listening to your suit count your life in numbers. A shrill alarm needles your ear, suit pressure dropping, a whisper per second. The sky is butterscotch, the sun a distant coin. Your boots sink into powder like burnt talc. Nearest human, more than 50 million kilometers. Nearest breath, exactly where you build it. A squat white cylinder half buried in burned soil, a tether of solar panels like black scales. Your habitat, thin walls between you and vacuum. You have minutes of margin, not hours. Every step is a contract with physics you did not write. Gravity is gentle, 38% of home. You float walk, long, careful lopes. The horizon looks close. The sky's saffron fades to cyan at the edge. At Martian dusk, sunsets glow blue. Beauty here is sharp-edged. It asks for blood before it gives wonder. You cannot breathe here. The air is almost all carbon dioxide. Pressure so low your saliva would fizz if your visor cracked. There is no mercy in this chemistry. Oxygen must be carried, captured, or conjured from rock, ice, with a whisper of this alien sky.
The airlock yawns like a steel mouth. Inside, fans hum, filters sigh, plastics off-gas a faint sweetness. This is your climate, pressure, and weather, stitched together out of pumps and math. You thumb the panel, lights pulse. A tiny world blooms in a tin can. Life support is a stack of miracles. Compressors squeezing thin air, scrubbers trapping CO2, cold tanks of oxygen, and a golden box that splits Martian CO2 into O2, solid oxide electrolysis. It is a hearth that burns electricity and exhales survival. Keep pressure. You flex your glove, feel a roughness, a pinhole nick. You patch with resin, clamp, watch the suit's numbers steady. Tiny repairs, enormous consequences. Out here, perfection isn't a goal. It's the minimum needed to stay alive. Outside, dust devils pirouette in slow motion. The air is too thin to shove you, but particles, charged by friction, cling to everything. Your visors, your panels, your lungs if you let them. This planet doesn't rage, it abrades, hour by hour. Water is hidden in shadow and soil. Heat the regolith, steam rises, condense it into sips and showers. Your recycler turns sweat to tea and breath to rain. On Mars, a liter is a library. You borrow from tomorrow and promise to pay back. Food grows as geometry and patience. Hydroponic trays glow under magenta LEDs. Lettuce, dwarf wheat, squat potatoes. Your exhale feeds their hunger. Their leaves mint your next breath. It's a duet of stomata and sweat, measured in lux and liters. Pressure is a choice. You run the habitat near half of Earth's sea level. Oxygen richer, nitrogen scarce. Fires learn greed in mixes like this. A spark can become a lesson you only teach once. Every cable tie is strategy. Every gasket, a prayer. Power is sunlight counted in electrons. Panels drink the weak sun. Batteries hoard twilight. When storms come, the sky goes to charcoal. Then a warm, steady heartbeat. Your compact reactor takes the night shift. Its hum like a lullaby from metal lungs. Above, radiation stitches through you like invisible rain. No global magnetic field, no thick air to stop it. You sleep behind water walls and bins of soil, a cave you've built grain by grain. Shielding is patience, a fortress made from kilograms, not wishes. Maps become faith. The delta's fossilized river mouth is your cathedral of stone.
Ridges, channels, carbonates whispering how water once spoke here. A rover scouts ahead, reading the terrain like Braille. You plan routes as if your life depends on it. It does. You speak to Earth through time. Messages leave on a beam of radio and arrive minutes older. No one can talk you through a breath. Autonomy isn't a slogan here. It's a lung. You aim the high-gain dish, send a packet, and wait with the patience of stone.
Silence grows bones here. At night you hear your heartbeat and the soft tick of cooling metal. Phobos crawls across the sky like a hurried thumbprint. You list tomorrow's tasks and tuck fear behind routines that hold like stitches. The barometer twitches. Dust lofts on the horizon, a brown bruising of the sky. A storm is coming, mile high and patient. Panels must be stowed, intakes purged. The oxygen plant needs power even as the light dies. You suit up, pulse sharpening. You step into sepia noon. Wind keens over the hull, not strong but endless. Grit needles the suit joints. Visibility narrows to a tunnel of amber. The auxiliary electrolyzer sits 2 modules away, thirsting for current. Your tether clips on with a click like fate. Your CO2 rises. Scrubber cartridges inch toward saturation. Breathing faster feeds the meter faster. You count steps. 12 to the handrail, 8 to the hatch. A gust blots the world. Your glove finds nothing. Then metal. You haul yourself through grit and doubt. Inside the shed, panels glitter with sand. You purge lines, reseat a stubborn connector, reroute power. The electrolyzer coughs, then hums, a steady, low animal sound. A green bar climbs. Oxygen trickles into waiting tanks, patient, precious, cold as a new moon. Back through the storm, into the lock. Pressure rises around you like a warm tide. You unseal, lift the helmet. First breath, metallic, filtered, faintly sweet. The taste of wires and willpower. It fills your chest like a cathedral filled with light. Oxygen here is crafted, not found. Solid oxide cells sip CO2, split it. Carbon monoxide to waste, O2 to tanks. Each gram costs watts and worry. You track purity, pressure, temperature, choreographing a ballet of ions so your lungs can rehearse one more dawn. More tanks, deeper ice wells, a greenhouse fat with leaves, bricks sintered from dust, cables feeding a future. Lava tubes promise shelter like stone cathedrals. Survival stretches into settlement, one gasket and harvest at a time. Terraforming is poetry, with a timescale too long for breath. Mars will not be made gentle soon, but islands of weather, domes, tunnels, pressurized valleys can bloom. The planet stays Mars. Inside the bubbles, you build a climate that knows your name. You walk outside again, and that thin, killing sky looks almost tender. Earth, a bright star at dawn, is no longer a place. It's a promise. You understand now. On Mars, breath is a technology. On Earth, breath is a gift we forget we're given. What will you see? Rocks speaking in layers. A sky that turns blue only to say goodnight. Moons that hurry and a sun that hesitates. How will you breathe? With machines that earn each lungful. With gardens that trade light for life. With patience measured in kilopascals. The storm is passing. The meters purr. Your suit hangs, drying, like a shed skin you intend to outgrow. You step to the hatch. Between emptiness and a made atmosphere, your hand pauses. Then you open the door and choose the next breath.